There's no doubt that Bette Davis was a major movie star, and yet I don't think hers is the best performance in the film that we're going to discuss today, even though it was the lead performance. This is the Kazdoy Closet. I'm Kazdoy. That's my closet full of all the stuff that I love. And today, a film starring Bette Davis and her then real-life husband, and he steals the film. Let's check it out. Today's film is Another Man's Poison. It's from 1951, 90 minutes long, beautiful black and white. There's a lot of plot in this film. Basically, it's about a very wealthy and successful mystery book writer who may have just killed her husband at the beginning of the film. Meanwhile, this other guy shows up. He says that he helped her husband rob a bank, and he's there to get his share of it. There are some complications, there are some twists and turns, there's a weird kind of love triangle going on, and that's basically it. Bette Davis plays the mystery writer. She is an interesting actress. I'm not a huge fan of her. She's got an interesting face. She's got those Bette Davis eyes, but I don't find her to be particularly attractive, which is fine. But if she's going to play romantic lead in films, then I might have a problem accepting that too much. She did win 2 Oscars. I tend to like her in her later films where she's playing weirdos, like in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane or Hush, Hush, Sweet Charlotte or The Nanny. She was married 4 times. Her most successful marriage was to the person who stars in this film with her. More on that in a minute. She did enjoy playing unsympathetic characters. She didn't shy away from that, which I appreciate. And in this one, she does have a British accent, which is a little off-putting. But she's very conniving and very sarcastic in this film. So Gary Merrill was her real-life husband at the time, her most successful marriage. They met together when they were in All About Eve together. And he plays the guy who's coming to find her husband, but he robbed a bank with her husband. Now I think is, he's the only American character in this film, by the way. And I think his is the most interesting performance. He's like a film noir character that's been plopped into this British kind of mystery, kind of noirish tale. He's very brutally honest, he's sarcastic, he's cynical, he's straightforward, like a typical noir character. I think it was the most interesting thing in the film, and it was the most interesting performance in the film. I do also want to mention Val Guest wrote the screenplay. He didn't write the play, but he wrote the screenplay, and he's written several Hammer films, including a couple of the Quatermass films. There are 2 other main characters in this film. They're a young, engaged couple, Larry and Chris. Chris is the secretary for the Bette Davis character. She types up all her manuscripts. And Chris is somehow hooking up with Bette Davis as well in this film. I don't know why, because his fiance seems younger. She's very pretty, very caring, very devoted to him. So I'm not sure what the purpose of this subplot is, except to show how conniving and sneaky and kind of mean and evil the Bette Davis character can be. And Chris has this weird move where whenever he kisses Bette Davis or his fiance, he just smashes his face into their face. It's like, wow, that cannot be enjoyable at all. It's kind of a strange thing. Overall, this film is pretty stagey. Most of it takes place in this big mansion that Bette Davis's character owns. So because it was based on a play, you can tell the way it's shot. The dialogue is a little bit overly dramatic and sounds a little too writerly. Early on, one of the characters says something about the dark recesses of the female mind. He says it twice. You might as well be flashing theme on the screen because it's pretty obvious. Now, some of the outdoor scenes at night look pretty good. They're very atmospheric, very shadowy, very noirish. Those look pretty cool. But then we move back indoors for the majority of the film, where it's just kind of flat and stagey again for the most part. So it's a little bit of a mystery, a little bit of noir thrown in. Now, when I was looking to buy this film, I looked at some comments first, looked at the trailer, looked at some comments on IMDb and on Letterboxd. and a lot of comments mentioned the ending. And I will say the ending is pretty memorable, pretty out there, unpredictable, pretty clever. And so that's all I'm going to say about that, of course. So my rating for Another Man's Poison, I'm going to give it 3 books out of 5 because she writes mystery books. I think if you're a noir fan, if you're curious, if you're a Bette Davis fan, I think you'll like this. This is a classic Flicks disc. Be aware that it's very grainy if that bothers you. And also, otherwise it looks fine and it sounds fine. There are no extras on here, not even a trailer, but you do get this kind of interesting pulpy cover on the front here. So where can you see Another Man's Poison? Well, if you have Amazon Prime, there's part of it called Freevee, which is included, and apparently it's showing on there right now. So if you want to check it out, you can look there. I think I paid 10 or 15 bucks for this, but if it goes on sale for 10 bucks, if you're curious enough, you might want to pick this one up. So, Another Man's Poison. I hope you like this video. Please feel free to leave a comment or suggestion down below here. Leave a thumbs up. Don't leave a thumbs down. Subscribe would be great. Share this with your friends and neighbors. Otherwise, thank you again for watching. Thank you for subscribing. See you next time.